Hey, welcome back to Growing Walls. Thank you for joining us. I just wanted you to know that sometimes your baby's gonna have a bad night. So last night our baby had a really good night, but the 2 nights before that, Wednesday night and Thursday night, baby boy did not have good nights. So my wife, Jenna, she is working nights right now. So when she goes to work at night, I'm kind of like single dad. Granted, I don't have to make formula or anything like that. We've got milk prepped. But when I come home after work, Jenna hands the baby off to me after she picks him up from daycare, and then dad is surviving, okay? And I love the little guy. However, the last 2 nights, he has had some rough nights, okay? We put him down, or I put him down around 9:10 p.m. And then I'm in bed, I fall asleep, and then what do I hear at 11:44? The shrill cry through this baby monitor. And I am going to let you know that was not a good sound for me. So I hop up real fast and I'm thinking, what could it be? He had a bottle, 5 ounces. 5 ounces at 8:45-ish. So 8:45-ish, he's got the 5 ounces in him. 9:10, kind of falls asleep. And right before midnight, he's screaming. So I'm thinking, could it be a bubble? If it's a dirty diaper, it shouldn't have caused this, because we put him in the cloth diaper that's meant to go all night, and he has slept through it a whole lot in the past, so I'm not willing to risk waking him up that much at midnight. Could it be a bad dream? I don't even know if babies have really good dreams. Maybe he just needs a pacifier, so I walk in there, put the passy in, he will not accept it. And if you've had a crying baby, you know that feeling, he won't clamp down on it. And so I'm thinking, oh my gosh. So I pick him up, I'm patting his back, come on, it's please burp, please burp, please burp. No burp, the kid doesn't have to burp. There's no burping come out of him. And so I'm thinking, is he hungry? There's no way this kid who just had 5 ounces 3 hours ago is hungry. So I touch his mouth, and when he's hungry, on that last video I told you about, 5 ways to help a 1-month-old be soothed. I touched his mouth, and sure enough, he starts queuing. I'm like, oh my gosh, he's hungry. And if mom's home, she can just feed him, because moms can do that. Dad needs to go warm some milk. So I put my crying baby down, because it's too hard it's way less efficient to put keep the baby in your arm trying to soothe them while you're trying to, pour milk into bottles and whatnot. So I put baby down, gotta bite the bullet. So I put him down, run to the kitchen, and I turn the milk warmer on, and I pour out 3 ounces. That's gonna be 8 ounces. That's a lot in 3 hours. So I put 3 ounces in, and I go back to the baby. I'm soothing them, because I can soothe them, because after the milk's warm, I just gotta grab it out of the warmer, we're good to go. So I'm soothing them. He is not happy. I'm bouncing. I'm like, please, please, please. Nope, not gonna work. So I take the ball out a little bit early, so it's no longer cold, but it's not even chilled, but it's not warm. And I'm like, we gotta try. So I start feeding him, and he is sucking it down. And I'm like, this kid is now to 7 ounces. And he's still got 1 ounce to go in this bottle. But how is he eating so much? And when he finishes the bottle, he starts crying. And I'm like, it's now midnight. And I'm thinking, there's no way. He's still hungry. So I touch his mouth, and he cues. I'm like, no! So I run into the kitchen, and instead of swapping, or instead of pouring it into the bottle with a nipple already, I just switch the lid and put the nipple on the other bottle, throw it in the warmer, and I'm like, I can't believe this. I can't believe this. Warms up, feed him 2 more ounces. So that's 10 ounces in 3 hours. 10 ounces, he finishes it and drops. He falls asleep. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I put him down. It's 12:20 at this point, maybe 12:30. He's asleep. I go back to bed. And then he cries again at 5. My alarm's set for 5:40, so I'm like, no. So I get up, and I go in there, and I'm thinking, well, is he awake? Because now it could be that he's awake. And I pick him up, I pat his back, no burp, try the passy, not taking the passy, and I'm thinking, is he hungry? Really? Is he hungry? So I warm up 3 more ounces and he eats it. He eats all 3 ounces. I'm like, this kid is a bottomless pit. Wait till he's a teenager and I'm not gonna be able to afford to feed this kid. So he finishes the 3 ounces, he falls asleep, I put him in bed and I'm like now juggling, hey, I'm getting up in 30 minutes, but hey, I didn't sleep, you know, really all solid last night, so I'm gonna go back to sleep. What do I hear at 5:50? Okay, you have to realize I changed my alarm to 6 o'clock. So when I hear the shrill cry of my little one through this monitor at 5:50, I'm thinking, you got to be kidding me. My alarm was gonna wake me up in 10 minutes. That would have been so sweet. Didn't make it. I go in there, I pick him up. I've already, I grabbed the bottle that I was prepping, and Mama comes home and she rescues Dad. And I say rescue because I just go get ready for go to work. Then, night 2, okay? Happens again, rinse and repeat. He has a horrible evening, like super fussy. We usually go for a walk. We'll tell you about our nighttime routine in a future video. But we go for a walk. We usually go for a mile plus. I get like a quarter mile in and he starts crying. So I have a crying baby for a quarter mile home. And he's just super tired. Didn't know that. So we got home, put him in a little bouncer and he fell asleep. He was exhausted. Didn't have a great night, you know, that threw the whole schedule off. So I fed him, put him down around 9:30. He wakes up at like 1 in the morning. I feed him, he goes back to sleep. He wakes up at like 5:45 again. And again, Mom comes home at like 6:10, 6:20 in the morning and takes him over. It's like, that's exhausting. That's exhausting. Now, granted, I'm letting you know I have a really good sleeping baby. I have a really good sleeper. He is such a good baby. So we are blessed to be able to have him sleep most of the nights. Like last night, Friday night, slept through the night. It was a wonderful night. So, you know, I don't have a whole lot to complain about. But I just want you to know that if you're a single parent or you're 2 working parents or you're first-time parents like we are, bad nights are going to happen. And just know that the bad nights are going to end. You know, when morning comes, the night's gone. It's a new day, all right? It may have been a rough night, but it's a new day, and the bad nights aren't gonna last forever, okay? Some kids never learn to sleep through the night until they're like 2, is what I've been told, or what I've heard. Like, some are just bad sleepers, but it's going to come to an end. So just stay in there, stay strong. You're not alone. I know that I don't have a whole lot of ground to stand on because my baby sleeps a lot through the nights, but you are not isolated. You're not by yourself, okay? You might be struggling with it alone, but just let you know that you're not suffering alone. There's other people who've got lack of sleep. To all you single parents out there, kudos to you. I am super impressed. You guys rock. I'm so, you know, blessed to have Jenna here to help me out. So I just want to say, hang in there. It's a marathon, but it's worth it. You know, these little ones are pride and joy, and so I just want to encourage you. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you enjoyed my little story of pain and suffering. The other day, it was a hard day at work. I was really tired, but we get through it. Parents are all-stars. You guys are amazing. Thank you to my mom and dad for putting up with all 3 of us boys. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want more content like this in the future, subscribe. Feel free to comment below. If you want us to do a particular topic or maybe a product review, we can look into it. But we want to interact with you guys. We want this to be a fun channel. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye. Oh, baby boy. You make us so tired. But you're so cute, but you make us so tired. Please sleep tonight. Please. Please sleep all the way through. All the way. Just all the way through the night. You can do it. I believe in you. Go to sleep.